Hey guys, today we're going to talk a little bit about doing a break and shake and why to do it, should we do it, when to do it. And so yeah, basically this is a pink oyster that I inoculated the millet grain spawn just a little over a week ago, and you can see we're at about a third colonized and we're ready to do a break and shake. So the benefits of doing a break and shake is we're going to distribute all the colonized grain, and it's going to give us more inoculation points, and it's going to more quickly colonize the rest of this jar. The other benefit is that it's going to show us if there's any hidden contamination, whether it's bacteria, mold, trichoderma, whatever it is, will really show itself when we do a break and shake. So I'm going to quickly show you what it looks like. So this one I did. This is also a pink oyster. I did a break and shake about 2 days ago, and you can see we have all these inoculation points that are really starting to grow out now, and we're going to colonize the whole thing much quicker. So you can see this was pretty close to this about 2 days ago, and we're not far from full colonization at this point, whereas this one would take much longer for it to work its way around, just kind of wrapping around from this point. Now here is another jar that's probably, a week, maybe 9 days old after doing a break and shake. It's been fully colonized for a couple of days. Like I mentioned, this is pink oyster, so it's not as white. In fact, you can even see hints of pink in there if you look close enough. But yeah, so this obviously is a clean jar that's been fully colonized and is ready to go. Now I mentioned doing a break and shake will also show if there's any type of contamination. This is a jar that I did it with a blue oyster, and it's interesting because the top half colonized whereas the bottom half didn't. Now I don't know the details of this jar here, whether it's truly contaminated or not. I would imagine that there's some kind of bacteria, or maybe it's a little too wet down here, I don't know, but there's a good chance there's some kind of bacteria at the bottom that's preventing it from fully colonizing. And this is something I might not have been able to tell if I didn't do a break and shake. It wouldn't have been quite as obvious. And so this is one I'm going to let sit for a while. We'll see if it eventually colonizes. Not all slow colonizing grain is fully contaminated, but if this doesn't move much at all, it's safe to assume there's some kind of contamination at the bottom of this jar, and it's not good for use. So just to do a quick recap, we break and shake so it colonizes faster. We break and shake to determine if there's any type of contamination. And so I'm going to show you what it looks like to do a break and shake on this jar here. So another reason we want to do it at about 30% is it makes it significantly easier to break apart. In fact, I wear this glove here. It's one of these heat resistant gloves I use for other work, because otherwise using these jars will tear you up. But yeah, it's just that simple. So if you look closely, you can see we got some of our colonized areas. They're just distributed throughout, and now we're going to let it sit for maybe a week or so, and this will be ready to send to substrate. So hope this video helps you guys out when you're trying to figure out when and why to do a break and shake on your grain. So yeah, appreciate you watching.